That daft droid made it worse.
He wouldn't.
Well, that will set me back a bit.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to our Ahsoka Episode 4 preview video. We are going to be going over everything that we know about the upcoming episode, and also talking about our own theories for the Ahsoka Episode 4. We are going to go ahead and hop right on into it. I'd like to quickly mention that we'll have a reaction video and our breakdown video after Ahsoka Episode 4 here, into the regards of different references, things that you might have missed throughout the episode in our Easter egg breakdown, so stay tuned for that by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified for when that video comes out. We're also discussing and talking about all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, so if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button and join us here today. As I had also mentioned that we'll be discussing a handful of our own theories sprinkled throughout this video. I would love to hear your own theories in the comment section down below. Maybe some things that you think could be revealed in this episode or down the road. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from Inverse.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As I read, it may have just started, but Ahsoka is almost halfway over, and it hurts. While the first 3 episodes set up the Tetris mission for Ahsoka and Sabine to have ahead of them, we're now firmly into the second act of the show, and the action will definitely heat up as they get into the meat of their quest. We already know that even though Disney Plus has made a traditional of releasing episodes into the wee hours of the Wednesday morning, for at least for us Americans, Ahsoka is now an exception, releasing on Tuesdays, making it Tano Tuesday, with an evening primetime release at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. CT. Of course, releasing today, Tuesday, September 5th, at the time of recording and publishing this video. What's actually going to happen in Ahsoka Episode 4, though, however? Ahsoka Episode 3 saw our heroes land in the dark forests of Seotis, while Baylan Skoll unleashed his henchmen of droids to hunt them down. Meanwhile, the Eye of Sion, this giant hyperspace ring that Morgan Elsbeth is creating in order to travel to another galaxy to take and rescue Thrawn, also with the possibility of Ezra Bridger as well. Hopefully we'll see that hyperdrive ring become fully operational within Episode 4 is a mere speculation that I have. We also know with this episode, as I had an official clip at the beginning of this video, that Sabine and Ahsoka take on those Baylan henchman droids that are attacking their ship and have located them. We also know that Sabine will have her rematch lightsaber duel with Baylan Skoll's apprentice Shinhati, and Ahsoka will have her rematch with Marek, as we saw in Episode 2, the unrevealed, unnamed Inquisitor that many have speculated on to have been like some type of main big character, that he's going to have a big reveal of who his true identity actually is. That is a very common theory I've seen floating around on our Twitter or X and Instagram as well as here on YouTube, that many fans believe that Marek will finally be revealed in Episode 4 with his true identity. Some believe it to be a nobody or an entirely new character. Some believe it to be Cal Kestis, Ezra Bridger. I mean, the theories go on and on, so let me know what you guys think about them in the comments down below. I would love to hear your own Marek theories. And alongside with a action-packed for lightsaber duels in this episode, it seems that we have ahead of ourselves with Marek versus Ahsoka having their rematch, as I had mentioned, and Sabine and Shinhati having their rematch in this episode. Not a lot of people have been discussing or talking about it necessarily, but I feel like that there's a potential towards the end of this episode to have some type of lightsaber fight scene between Ahsoka and Baylan Skoll, as we see in the Ahsoka trailer as well. And since we know that Ahsoka and Baylan will duel at some point, as we see see in the trailer, as I had mentioned, could this possibly potentially mean a death sequence, or at the very least a defeat of Shin Hati and Marek potentially in this episode here as well? What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. Because in my eyes, it seems that they're setting up these, like, almost like a rank, essentially, of where Sabine and Ahsoka are going to have to get through the henchman droids and then take on Shin and Marek and then get to Baylan. So maybe that could mean the defeat of Shin Hati and the Inquisitor Marek as well. Although I hope that isn't necessarily the case quite yet. I feel like we're just getting warmed up to those characters, and I don't want to see them leave, especially by a death sequence, quite yet. I'd like to see them a little bit longer. As I had also just shown on the screen, there has been a TV spot that shows Hera Syndulla with the Ghost and Chopper behind her on the planet of Seotis as well, in a potential to probably aid Sabine and Ahsoka on their quest to finding Grand Admiral Thrawn, as it was revealed in episode 3 of the show that the New Republic clearly doesn't have any interest in aiding them in their quest, thinking that it's a bluff and an effort and in order to hopefully get some funds to help them find the missing Ezra Bridger. So while I believe that we'll see Hera go off to Seotis hopefully in this episode to aid Ahsoka and Sabine in their quest to finding Thrawn, or stopping Thrawn actually, I don't necessarily believe that she'll be flying in blind or alone. I think that there's a huge potential possibility that she'll hopefully try to recruit Zeb, as we saw Zeb make his live action debut in The Mandalorian Season 3, as well as hopefully maybe Agent Kallus as well, seeing that the last time that we saw Agent Kallus, he was working with the New Republic and with Zeb. That's just a potential, a what if. I think that is something that we very well could potentially see. I also have a feeling that maybe Carson Teva could send the Mandalorian and Grogu out as well to aid Ahsoka Tano and Sabine as well, as we saw at the end of The Mandalorian Season 3. That's kind of what Mando and Grogu are now up to, kind of just doing side quests and missions that really nobody else wants to deal with at the New Republic. Carson Teva knows the dangers of the Imperial remnants and he doesn't want them to go unnoticed. He himself is a part of the New Republic but isn't able to actually convince the New Republic to do anything, it seems, especially as we saw in The Mandalorian Season 3, so he really just takes matters into his own hands and recruits Mandalorians, specifically Din Djarin. I'm really also holding on to that Zeb theory that Zeb would show up and aid Hera with helping Ahsoka and Sabine as well, really bringing the Ghost crew full circle and really all back together, seeing that the director of this episode, Ahsoka Episode 4, is directed by Peter Ramsey, who had actually directed the Zeb episode of when Zeb makes his debut in The Mandalorian Season 3. Maybe there's some type of correlation between that, fingers crossed. Okay, and then lastly, I had a whole nother video discussing and talking about the runtime of Ahsoka Episode 4, seemingly confirmed to clock in at 42 minutes long, as the director Peter Ramsey had also reshared or retweeted over on Twitter or X, saying that a report of that it was going to span 42 minutes long, which is, I think, great. I feel like it's just normal, nothing out of the ordinary, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for it. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Your own fan theories, I would love to hear in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, we'll have our own reaction video / breakdown with the references, things that you might have missed, and Easter eggs for Ahsoka Episode 4, as we're also doing for all episodes of Ahsoka going forward. We're also discussing and talking about all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. All the more reason to grab that subscribe button and join us here today. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.